Okay, that's me. Can you talk into yours?
Yep.
Hello. Okay.
Hello, Laura.
Hola.
Hola, Laura.
Hola. Oh. Okay. Right. Let's go. I might hold my...
She's going for
I'm
it.
going to
My
hold...
God.
I might... Because I'm just stuck
Because you want to sit back.
Yeah, I'm going to hold mine. You go for it then.
Welcome back to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky show. So we were radio presenters. We used to do a breakfast radio show, which involved getting up pretty early in the morning. Anyway, we did that for a year, got sacked, flew off to Mallorca to get our heads straight, drank a lot of pale rosé, and that is where the idea for this podcast was born.
We are now sponsored by RedBrik Estate Agents, Yale Bell Hotel and Spa, and East Midlands Airport, aka EMA, guys.
That's what the guys who work here call
Flying
it.
from EMA to Palma.
Well, whenever we have a meeting with the guys from East Midlands Airport, it's always like EMA.
Yeah.
It's called, they abbreviate, don't they? Oh, yeah. Or EMA. They call it EMA as well.
Do they? Oh,
Yeah.
they do. Amira's saying they do. EMA, right. Okay.
EMA. Okay, we're sponsored by EMA.
Yeah. Funnily that, we're sat in arrivals at the moment. We're just wondering why we've never done this before, because we always go to departures. This time around we thought, you know what, we're going to go to arrivals, and it's just brilliant fun.
Have we had the best day ever today? I feel like we might have had one of our funniest days ever.
I'm not being funny. Have we come up with the best idea ever?
Well, I think we've come up with two really good ideas, and then the other one we will come on to later. But I think we've come up with quite a few good ideas today.
Are we absolutely brilliant?
I think we need to join. Is it Mensa where the intelligent people go? Is it?
Absolutely. I don't. We don't even know what it's called.
No,
We're
but
never going to get in.
we'd like into that group because we'd be really good in it.
First of all, let's just say we've got Amira with us. Hello, Amira. Amira, what is your actual job title?
What do you do here, Amira?
No, I know what you do, but what are you? Social media lead.
Lead?
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a follower, a leader.
She's a big deal around EMA.
So we've got Amira with us. So let's just start from the beginning. Okay, so we've driven here today. I've got an itchy ear. Hang on.
You're right.
And
by the way, we took a wrong turn again. I mean, how often do we come to EMA and it's like our second home, and we took a wrong turn? I think we were coming up with too many ideas, weren't we? So we were distracted and we were like, oh my God, we've gone past the exit.
So we've got here and we came into arrival. So we've had this idea basically. It stems from Ioan, really, when
it all stems from Ioan, mate. Everything.
When we landed from Mallorca, kindly gifted by Tui, Ioan was stood here with a sign for us, because it's been your dream to have someone stood, and it was Ioan, so I mean, it's just like a dream come true, isn't it?
He fulfilled my dream.
Yeah. So we thought, well, why don't we do our pod from arrivals, and why don't we hold signs up for people? I mean, obviously we don't know anyone that's landing today, so we've got ourselves a big pad, we've got ourselves a pen, and we've written out some signs, and it's just the funniest 20 minutes of my life.
Honestly, we were saying we could do this all day, every day. So it kind of went from 0 to 100 pretty quickly, didn't it? So we were kind of like, we could have a sign saying like, Alan, we're here, or something, like just really basic. And then we're like, what about if we put, Alan, you're dumped? And then what about if we put, Alan, I'm pregnant? And another sign going, and it's not yours. And we were literally like, yes, coming up with all these ideas.
So the first one we started off with was quite simply Brad Pitt, in brackets, Universal Studios. I cannot tell you the amount of people like, oh, I think because I was filming you. I actually think some people thought he was on the flight.
Well, there were two girls. There's like when you come out of arrivals at East Midlands Airport, EMA, as they call it, there's a Greggs, isn't there, directly in front of you, so you can grab a coffee or whatever.
Who doesn't want a sausage roll as soon as they land?
Oh, when you get back in Blighty, you go straight to Greggs. And there were two girls, and they went and sat down and went, we're going to sit here and wait and watch Brad Pitt come through. And we didn't have the heart to tell him he wasn't really going to come through. We were like, yeah, all right, girls, we'll keep an eye out for him.
Oh, it was brilliant. And then I held up a sign that said, Alan, you're dumped.
I think this was my favourite one because this got a real reaction from people. There was one lady, and we're going to put this as a reel on our social media so you can see people's reactions because it was so funny. Like, we had a really hard time trying to keep a straight face, didn't we?
Couldn't do it.
We had sunglasses on, but honestly, we just couldn't stop laughing. And there was this one woman, and she did a double take at your sign. She came back and she was like, oh, it was Alan. And we were like, he's got it coming.
He's in trouble.
And she got behind us
Yeah.
nothing you've ever seen. She was like, go on, girls. I'm here for it. Can I stay and watch? Go on, you sock it to him.
Well, at one point, we had a crowd behind us waiting for Alan to come through.
That was so funny. Honestly, they all had their phones out waiting for poor old Alan to come through.
Oh, it's the most amount of fun, isn't it? Why have we
Brilliant.
not thought about doing this before?
I don't know, but we
Why?
need to do this every week because this
Yeah.
is just genius. We then had another sign that said Tom Cruise. We thought we'd go in with another celeb.
Didn't get as much attention
No.
as Brad Pitt, which is quite telling.
Isn't it?
And then we had one saying high five if you had a good holidays, but lots of people have got their bags, which you didn't anticipate.
No, we didn't factor that in, did we? They were literally, one woman came through holding 3 cases, herself 3 big cases, and she was all over the place coming through. So they had no hands. So we started elbowing people, elbow bumping people. But it's just been the funnest morning
Oh
ever.
my God, hasn't it just?
Then, in the midst of all this chaos happening, Ioan happens to walk over. So first of all, he said to us, I'm not ready to see you girls because I'm back-to-back meetings. I'm so busy. I'm so important at East Midlands. I've got back-to-back meetings, really important meetings. I can't come and see you two messing about today. Anyway, Amira came over to see us and she messaged saying, oh, Ioan's having a quick lunch break. He's on his way over. We were like, yes. Then he comes over and sees Laura standing there with a sign saying, Alan, you're dumped, and a massive crowd. He's thinking, what the heck is going on here?
I mean, I don't think he's that surprised. I think he's just like, all right, of course you are.
Yeah.
Of course you're doing that.
Typical behaviour from these two.
So, had a quick catch up with Amira and Ioan. And then, obviously, on the pod yesterday, we were talking about the fact that we've seen that there's a Whispering Angel bar at, I can't say the airport
You
name.
can't say it when you're sat in here.
No, but it starts with H and ends in W. And it's down
it
in
sounds
London.
south.
Anyway, so we said that we were going to speak to Ioan about the possibility of us having a pop-up BAURA bar. Departures. Because obviously anything that airport can do,
We can do better. Yeah.
Anyway, he always surprises us, doesn't he? He's not like, don't be daft, girls. He's like, yeah, possibly.
Well, then he started talking actual logistics to us about how we would actually get a pop-up.
He actually said, there is a principle behind this. And I was like, okay.
I don't remember him saying
Yeah,
that.
he did. Yeah, he said,
What does that mean?
It means, because there's
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I didn't understand what he said. But basically, he then started talking about logistics and where we could put it and how the bar would feel about it. And we just looked at each other and said,
well, at that point, we're like, what?
yeah, what are you on about?
What are you talking about?
We'll just turn up and drink the rosé. But this is actually a possibility, guys, that we are going to have a pop-up at East Midlands Airport selling BAURA or rosé wine.
Yeah.
But I think obviously we're only going to do 3 days a week. We've discussed this. We're not going to do the whole week, and only probably an hour.
3 days a week, mate, it's a bit much.
Maybe 2.
I just think it's just a Friday.
Don't know if we should do a Friday.
Listen, what I love is that when EMA first started sponsoring us, we were like, maybe you could have our posters up. And it's like, yeah, okay, they're up. They've been up for 3 months.
Yes.
Then we're like, oh, maybe we could put our logo on the control. It's like, well, you could do that. We're like, what? Now we're talking about a pop-up rosé bar.
Do you know what? I'm just thinking. He's never said no to us yet, mate. He's never said no.
There's
Of all the ludicrous ideas we've put to him, he's never said no.
No, he hasn't.
He's never going to say no to us, I don't think.
I mean, listen, there's many other airports you can fly from, but why wouldn't you want to fly from here if there's us serving dry, pale rosé?
Yeah, and also us waiting in arrivals being like, Alan, you're dumped. Like, who wouldn't want to fly from here?
Yeah, who doesn't want that?
So let's talk more about the BAURA pop-up, because I'm really invested in this now. And I actually seriously think this could be a real viable business for us.
BAURA.
BAURA!
You said BAURA.
Oh, so BAURA. Hasn't got the same tone.
Want some BAURA, love?
Yeah. Hey, you want
Got
some
any
BAURA? Sorry, BAURA. BAURA?
Yeah.
BAURA.
BAURA.
Okay, do we spell it with like loads of R's?
Yeah.
Yeah. The BAURA pop-up bar goes on forever. So let's talk more about it, because I'm really serious about
What do you want to
this.
say?
Maybe we should go on Dragon's Den and pitch this for all airports.
What's a pop-up pale rosé
Actually, not all
bar?
airports,
That's been
just
done
here.
before, love.
Oh, but not a BAURA one.
Hey, we don't need no dragon or no den. We don't
Okay.
need someone else. We don't need to go pitch this to someone else, do we? What are you talking about?
Actually,
I'm not
no.
going to have, what's her face? What's her
Deborah
name?
Meaden.
Yeah. Ugh, I don't care what Deborah thinks. Or that
Oh,
other one,
Hope
Steve.
Deborah's not listening to
Steve,
this.
McFadden?
Theopathetus?
Steve McFadden?
No, that's Phil from EastEnders. What? He's not on Dragon's Den.
All right, Phil.
What the heck?
Sorry, Steve. What's his name?
I don't know a Steve.
He does a podcast.
Oh, Stephen Bartlett.
He's a dragon.
He's a dragon. Peter Jones.
No, I'm not interested. We don't
Quite
need
like Peter
any
Jones.
of them.
Yeah. All right. Let's forget the dragon idea then. So, with our BAURA pop-up, where do you think it should go? First of all,
probably as soon as they come out of duty-free.
first thing they see.
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing they see.
All right.
They can, either purchase the Power or maybe if they download the pod, you get one for free.
For free.
Yeah.
And I think every one that we give out to somebody, we have to have a glass as well.
Right. Well, how are we going to get home?
Ioan will have to sort us a car.
Right.
You have to get us a driver.
We need a driver. Or a hotel here. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah, I could stay here, couldn't we? Okay, watch this space, guys, because this is exciting and we're serious about this. We are not joking around.
You know what we could do? Just thought. Ever thought of camping out overnight in an airport? I'd like to bring some roller skates and have a bit of a skate round departures. That would be fun.
Amira, is that something we could do? Do you think maybe sleep in the airport one night? Ever had anyone do that before who's not got a flight delay?
Yeah.
I love it. Amira's coming up with more ideas for BAURA now.
Yeah.
We could be like Tom Hanks. What's that film, Terminal? You know, he lives in the terminal. Should we just move in?
There we go.
Is that all right, Amira?
Yeah.
We'll just move in. What's the point in going back and forth all the time? Let's just stay here
Let's get a
permanently.
room. Yeah, why not?
Ioan's office?
Yes.
There's a sofa in there, isn't there?
I don't know. Has Ioan got a sofa? No.
Oh. No, okay. Oh, no, that's
no
not a
sofa
possibility.
in
We're getting a serious no from Amira.
Absolutely not.
Can we also talk about something else that we've just seen that has blown our little minds?
Well, we both got our phones up and started filming. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. Are you allowed to film a nun in public?
I don't know, but we were sat here, right, in Arrival, setting up the podcast. And obviously, we've been talking about nuns on the podcast a lot recently, saying that we never see them and what do they do, where do they live, all this sort of thing. Well, would you, Adam and Eve, it?
Well, I never.
Well, I never. We need to talk about that as well.
Well, I never.
Out of Arrivals, I think it was the Mallorca flight, wasn't it? It was the Palma flight. Walked out a nun, a single lone nun.
In full
nun gear. Well,
all nunned up.
Amira was talking to us at the time, and we both just went. We got our phones and we just filmed this.
We
poor
might
nun.
have to blur out her face.
Yeah, maybe.
But then it's a sign.
We were like, it's a sign from God. What does it mean? But then she started walking right towards us, and we both just fell silent and were staring. But it turns out toilets are next to her. She was going for a nun
It
wee.
must mean. I mean, you then Googled what does it mean if you see a nun in public, and it basically means what?
Celibacy.
Well, that ain't happening, is it? So let's make up that it's good luck. Imagine, mate, if we'd have gone
sorry, mate, look, this guy's got a vest on coming out of Arrivals. Look, a very small vest.
Imagine if for fun would have been and written a sign saying, "Are you nun?" or something, because that's what we would do, and then one bloody walk through.
Well, we would have thought that was God trying to tell us something for sure.
Trying to tell us to stop.
Would you believe it? What are the chances of us seeing a nun come out of Arrivals? When do you ever see a nun on a plane?
Nuns
when
on
do you
a
ever
plane?
see none ever? Yeah, nuns on a plane.
I think she was a Spanish nun, actually. She looked like a...
Yeah, she was all in white, wasn't
she looked lovely. It's busy in
She
here
looked
now,
lovely.
isn't it? Look at all these people coming back from holiday.
Amira, do we know what this flight is coming in now?
Palma, I think.
Palma's been, isn't it?
No, there's another one from Palma, or Malaga. Malaga.
Right. Or Amira's going to go and have a look at the board.
I mean, look, nothing worse than landing from holiday, is there?
Yeah, but like you say, you get a Greggs, you're like, I'll go for a cheese and bean slice or a
but
sausage
then
roll.
what you do is you go out of Arrivals, these doors here, and then you see everyone going into departures.
I know. Also, it is raining today. That's quite depressing.
She's got my bag. Should have got that off the beach somewhere.
Oh, yeah. You need to talk about your mum. We won't say what it's for at this point because that's going to be for season 11, but it's just an expression she used that we haven't heard for a long time.
So I messaged her something about something that we can't talk about, and it was good news, and she messaged back going, "Well, I never."
And we thought we loved it.
Yeah, well, I never. never.
When's the last time you've heard someone say that?
No, but I think
I never.
I think we should start.
Should we bring it back?
Yeah, I think we should definitely start saying it.
Linda started something
never.
here. Well, I know. You could use it in so many situations, couldn't you? Like when we saw the nun come out saying, well, I never.
There's a nun.
Well, I never.
Yeah.
What else could we, when people see our BAURA pop up,
Yeah,
well, I never.
There they are with their pop-up BAURA stand.
We could have said that, when Tui told us we were going away to Mallorca.
Well,
I never.
Here we are.
Is there a situation you can't use that expression in?
Not really. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So we think we need to come back and do the banner. There ain't no banner we won't hold up. So if you've got an idea, let us know, because that was a lot of fun.
We did have some quite funny ones sent through on our Instagram. We couldn't do them all today. So we're going to come back and we're going to do more. But we'll put the reel on our Laura and Becky page on Insta at the Laura and Becky Show, so you can see people's reactions, because it is funny.
It's so funny. Tomorrow on the pod, we've got a guest on, haven't we? We've already recorded the pod for tomorrow.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Very interesting guest. And actually quite funny as well, if I do say so.
Yeah.
Also, we can say about Thursday and Friday, can't we? We've said that already.
Yeah. So Thursday and Friday's there. But in fact, mate, this is the last one we need to record this week.
Oh, no, that's so weird.
We're ahead of ourselves.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so on Thursday, you get to hear us doing a pod from Pizza Pie, waiting for Mr. Mattress to turn up. And that we're not going to say exactly what happened. You need to listen to the pod.
Yes.
Friday, you get to hear Mr. Mattress in full. But you've got to join as a little feral. So go to the description of this pod, wherever you're listening, in Apple, Spotify, whatever. There's a link. Click the link. And then you can just join. It will take you...
Oh, like 30 seconds?
Yeah. Yeah, if that. £3.50 a month.
Yeah, you can cancel at any time. And if you hear us bang on about this on the pod and you're like, oh, I will do it at some point, like, literally do it now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to miss out on the Mr. Mattress episode. It's possibly one of the best episodes we've ever done on the pod. Like, you're not going to want to miss it. You're going to get major FOMO if you don't hear it. So honestly, go and do it now.
Yeah, and if you want to see Mr. Mattress, we're going to reveal him on our Instas at the Laura and Becky Show. So yeah, if you want to see him, go and follow us on Insta. Oh, look. Oh, is it a school trip? They can't be going on a plane, surely. Jeez. No. Could you imagine taking them lot on a plane?
Oh, no, don't.
Oh, it's a little school trip. It's like the behind the scenes.
They've got high vis on as well.
Cute.
Oh,
Hi, this guys. Is cute. Are you allowed to wave at children?
I don't know. Am I?
No,
Oh, no, I'm going to get told off.
Probably, maybe. Okay. Stranger danger.
Oh, no. Oh, look, they're looking at us. Should we go before we get into trouble?
Yeah, let's go. If you want to see some of the signs as well and some of the footage from today of people's reactions, head to our Instagram. It's hilarious.
Guys, you're going to die. It is so funny.
God, we're surrounded by children.
I know, let's pack up and go.
Scary. We're
Have
off.
a good day, guys.
Tomorrow.